Alright, let's remind ourselves of that map ban. Will I go sneakily swap sides underneath so y'all don't see it? Because it's cleaner that way. Alright, let's be banned out by YFP. Tim mid. Map pick. Team mid. Not Tim mid. I'm just going to call him Tim. Just Tim mid. Team mid have chosen Ilios here for map number 1. Alright, we're already off on a goofy note. Let's do this. Mid patch day today, although we have seen a lot of Winston here even prior to the last couple patches. Don't expect much of that to change. Never mind coming out on this Echo right out of the gate. King is actually going to match that. So no hit scan whatsoever. Both teams preferring the Flyer alongside the Tracer. And it does look like just that, given that 1 second of recall back to the Tracer has been enough to where even this morning, now I have a small sample size, but we have seen a lot more Tracer for the 5 maps that I saw this morning. And then we're getting Tracer from both sides here to kick things off. Early pick onto Azure is what led to this first cap here from Team Mid. It was Squid who was credited with that final blow. I think it was just a dive up top that got pounced on. Riker just hiding behind their little wall there. Move into cage, and Azure once again going to get hunted down. Rocket is able to keep them just completely uncomfortable. No place to stage. And it's back into spawn for Azure. 2 kills, both of them onto the tank. 20% on the board with the teammate. Ah! Let's just stick the tree into a bush. Or a vine or whatever. That's good. Did I just say stick the camera? Yeah, we're off to a good start. King up to the high ground, very close to this duplicate. Oh, it just melts. Never mind. Nice volley of stickies. Azure trying to see if they can punish the backline. Is able to find Squid before the sleep from Liar lands. But ends up getting punished and going down. Ooh. Hey, wait. I wanted some King Puff. How did we end up over there? Alright. Let's watch this dude. Alright. There you go. That was that dude. Regime with Nano. A couple of ults coming online here. 80% on the board for Team Mid. King is nanoed in over the top to kick things off, though. Trying to just keep YFP times EXO on their back foot. Here comes Azure leaping in over the top. That was a cool little move. Jump off the the corner. Ends up getting slept and purpled. We'll bail on out of there. Never mind, nanoed. Popped the duplicate. Interesting, both. Ooh, I think that sleep landed. That sleep absolutely landed. So did that stick. But just going to take the copy form out. Rally to kind of get Team Mid out of that hallway, but it's not in time to contest, and Squid ends up running into a world of hurt out here in the courtyard. Good play initiated by Azure, despite going down multiple times kind of early. And then that can start feeling really oppressive as a Winston. Azure still has guts and makes the play there with the Primal Rage just to open that up. And even though it doesn't look like a giant Smurf Primal, it buys the space necessary to turn this into a flip. But 99% on the board for Team Mid. As Riker's going to move on to the objective. Azure into the back line. Already purple once again as the heal packs come through to keep Liar up and healthy. Meanwhile, back on the point, Jutsu here holding down the fort. Wasn't a 1v2, but it looks like Riker has dipped out. Ooh, has eyes on. Never mind, low. Lands the stick. He's trying to back away. Gets to safety. Still not quite at full health. Jutsu and Rocket have taken their battle out to the courtyard. The point flipped. Rocket able to find Nevermind, and the overtime is just going to burn. Nobody touches, and Team Mid will take round 1. Team Z changed names because they got picked up, right? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I didn't even notice King's Echo skin. Which Echo skin was King using? I didn't even notice, Maddie. If it wasn't the Fleta skin, then I hard disagree. King is now on a Widowmaker here as they're pulling out the recently nuffed Junker Queen. No, my tongue is just not working today. Wrecker on the Wrecking Ball has already found first pick. Jutsu down. Aggressive push in back. Ooh. How many times did I say that? Looks like YFP just trying to get into bridge. They don't even make it over there. Never mind, ends up in a 1v2 in the back line against both DPS. Flip for team mid. Once again, started off there by Riker on the wall. Or first control, rather, to team mid. Slam down the roll through. Squid picking up a pair there at the back of the fight. I'm not even sure what to say about this. This got chaotic. I mean, this is a Wrecking Ball comp. But King got the early pick and just kind of broke this apart. And the Squid just styling on that coast side. 40% on the board here for Team Mid. Rocket with Pulse. Alright, how does YFP want to approach this? Left-hand side, trying to get on the back. See if they can steal some of the space away from King. Jutsu still there trying to help with ball. Is Nevermind pursues in this, but there's look at all the bodyguards there for King in the back. But dash in, Nevermind gets a volley, but the nade lands. The nano in. That is a nanoed Widowmaker. Got the initial pick. Zoolander throws in a late rally. I think there's out of frustration here. This is just a get off me rally. Like, as King finds multiple picks throughout. This should have just left it on King pop through that fight, huh? Hey, Jutsu coming back with a pair early in this one. Unfortunately, in a 99-0 situation, Jutsu gets a third. Azur's got the point held down. Have Regime there, back him up, keep him alive. And once again, we get a 99 flip here for YFP. I love the tenacity of this squad. Oh, the slime skin. I did see that. That's the green one? Yeah, I did see that, actually. Slime, he always uses the slime skin. Another good shot from Jutsu. Oh, Jutsu getting hot. Trying to lock down bridge. Not able to land anything. Zuri tied against bow supports. Try to see if they can land the punch. Had it charged. There's the two headshots. Liar's down. Assassination attempt successful here out of Zuri. Going in to try to find King. King backed right over that Mega, though. Gets the punch in. And there you go. They are out. Oops. Squid knows you're there. Meanwhile, Rocket's picked up a couple kills in the back. Zero Meteor strikes out of the 1v3 as Zoolander runs to the point with the rally. Whiffs on the shield bash as Rocket dances around. Sound barrier thrown in from Squid. Only three in the back line get that. Mine's on point, but Azura has to touch. No choice as Riker's body blocking. Nevermind's going to drop the Dragon Blade to see if it'll turn it around, but the peel from Squid is too good. Azura goes down and a shot from King. Nothing but a lone Juno here to try to contest. And then mines fade away. As does the map. Team Med will take a 1-0 lead here to kick things off. I know, I'm off my game tonight. I accidentally like fat fingered 12 into the map number. That just threw off my timing. And that was it. I was too late. I was late. I didn't get the perfect transition like I like to do. All right, some stats here from map 1. Rocket 14-1 on that Tracer. Riker also 11-1, be it on the Winston or the Wrecking Ball. I don't think they ever died on the Wrecking Ball. I think that one death was the fight win from YFP. Oh, was it a Wrecking Ball death? I don't think it was. I want to say it was on the Winston. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Dominant first map. They're out of team mid. We will be heading into a YFP / XONA map pick. Give this YFP team some time. Give them some time, Swaggy Alex. I think this is a good team. Just the level of experience we see on the other side here from Team Mid. I mean, it's top tier. Some of the best in NA, right? It's hard to look at YFP in this matchup and go, oh man, I wish Jutsu was on a better team. No, this is a good team. This is a good team. I'm telling you, Swaggy Alex. Have faith. Just give him time. It takes time to blossom, to mature. All right, we're headed to Kings Row for map 2. And truthfully, the level of experience when Riker is like the new blood on Team Mid. You know, Riker is the one that has a little bit less experience than the rest of this roster. Between Rocket and King and then Squid and Liar. It just takes time. And I think that, I mean, looking at this lobby. Right. Just looking at this lobby. This is why it's so important to develop this. It's why important for players like Jutsu and Nevermind to step up and really start growing and continue to grow. Because what we see on the other side from Team Mid is a level of polish from 5-6 years of competing. And we want to make sure that continues to happen here in NA. All right. At least try to encourage it to as much as possible. Diva defense here out of YFP. That's a fair statement, Swaggy Alex. That I understand. That I understand. Ooh, bit of a battle inside. Try to keep Liar up. Nevermind almost had that. I thought Nevermind was going to get that pick. Because Riker is just doing some Bob cosplay on the point there for a moment. And just like, I'm a statue. You don't see me. They're not T-Rexes, Riker. They see you. All right, so they're going to finally feel threatened enough to push down off that high ground. You know why YFP is just chilling? And Zer's just kind of sitting there poking from up top. Oh, but King finds the angle they were looking for. Nomi going down. This is the beginning and the end. We'll see how YFP's retake skills are. Oh, it's a big Bionade in from Liar. Liar just tilted the balance. I don't think we're seeing a retake anymore. Look how low those health bars are. Rocket's going to clean up. Squid picking up one in the end of it as well. Yeah, Nevermind's fantastic. Swag Galaxy. Nevermind's fantastic. I was just introduced in Season 2, I believe, FACEIT League. But I feel like Nevermind's one of those players that always stands out every time I see them on the battlefield. And I'm anxious to continue to see them grow. I mean, this is like, you know, the past few months, you know, when I started doing this was in July. And, you know, it was when I first started Nevermind. Yeah, and I've been excited watching them play, but watching them grow. Good kill on a Riker there. King did use FACEIT in this fight too, without the tank. I mean, who knows? It's King. King gonna go try and take an eco duel here with Nevermind. Ooh, that's a captive sun. Let's go watch that. Squid trying to brighten things up here on a dark and dusty Night of Kings row. Rocket pulling out the Dragon Blade as well. Is going to go through Nomi and Azure. So, in fact, it doesn't matter if they have their take or not. You throw enough ultimates at the fight, and the 4 squishies will get it done. That was all 4 ultimates, by the way, by Team Mid. Yeah, I love the Fluffy Dreamland team, too. All right, Dragon Blade in the back. Liar immediately cut down. Ooh, first 2 slashes miss on the King. Then eventually stands still long enough. Nevermind, gets that move into Squid as well, though. Nice little 3-piece, but they absolutely do see 9 in the card. That is unfortunate. Well, all right. Okay. What on earth is going on? What is happening? All right, we have nobody was chasing Rocket. Ooh, let's sleep by Liar. All right, let's just watch Honors for a moment. These Honors look to be popping off. Oh, can't get it in there. Can't get to sleep. Can't slot it in. That's it. We're just watching Anapaw from now on. Yeah, don't take anything Team Mid is doing here seriously. They are limit testing as far as seeing what they can get away with in this one. This is kind of what this feels like. Coming up on the Nano. What was Nevermind on Ram Punch? I don't think so. Might have been. Who knows? They're pulling out the Ram. I mean, Ram does still have, you know, good poke, and is still good against Winston with, if you can get value out of that Ravenous Vortex, you can absolutely still lock a Winston down. Captain Sun in over the top, aggressive move into the back line, just hold up into the hallway. Nano goes out into Nevermind while this is happening. Deflected up, apparently doesn't work against the drill dash. Might have just ended, actually. What's King doing over here? Trying to get in. Regime with the rally. Oop is on the low ground, pulling it to try to peel. Got the corner of that shield in time. Have Rocket low on that outside. Azure does eventually finish off that kill. Riker down low. Swap to the cast here as King is pushing in off this right hand onto the boxes. Shooting Nomi in the back. Nomi had just all eyes focused at Squid. It was definitely a battle of the odds there. 3 points on the board. Buck 41 at the tie bank.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Nevermind was on Vice for season 2. Well, for most of season 2 of FACEIT League. Was on the Hawk 2 team.
Ready for battle.
Good ass. Good memory there. Appreciate it, Maddie. Oh, excuse me, it was Phoenix who said that, excuse me. I'd have felt really bad if Jutsu hit that. Zerd already in a lot of trouble. Nade just barely landed. I think it's the only reason Zerd even got out. Otherwise, that'd have been a quick D-mech. Love the placement of the pylon up there specifically to help Lyra escape. That was kind of cool. But Zerd drops down. Just, I mean, that's a Diva versus a Widowmaker for you. On both ends, as a matter of fact. King dashing back. Oh, excuse me. That's Rocket on the Genji. I'm used to King being on the Genji. Nevermind is found out is inside of Hotel. Actually, that was back behind Hotel. I think Rocket. Nevermind was back trying to assassinate. And it was good peel from Riker. Now Riker all the way up here in YFP spawn. Here comes the rest of the squad. Oh, look at the peel. Riker keeping everybody alive through that nano boost. Throw it on a Squid. Let me get a nano to Yari in the back. Oh, but you got a nano to Zero coming after you. Lyra's in trouble. The heals are there. Lyra's still standing. The nade used. The self-destruct. Throw it out. Riker there to protect the squad. Jutsu actually coming in with a shot all the way from Hotel. Finally puts an end to that after all of that. No, it was a good question, Phoenix. It was a really good question. I'm glad we looked that up. I couldn't remember either. Oh, yeah, that sounded right to me too. I was like, like that could be. No apologies necessary in this chat. I love looking that kind of stuff up. Trying to figure out where everybody's like their paths to where they are now. That's what fascinates me. Great push, by the way, coming through here from YFP. Much needed. Once they cracked open point A, they are able to just kind of systematically move through B. And despite the incredible mechanical prowess here of everybody at Team Mid, I mean, once you're just getting run down in 4v1 like that, really good teamwork, really good focus fire. So Riker goes over to the Wrecking Ball and even more individually survivable tank. Meanwhile, never mind, popping up front. Nano thrown in. It's actually Rocket with the blade. Oh! Rocket's able to move out and find both supports out of the back line. So nobody on cart now. Alright, supports have returned. And despite all of the crazy locations for these fights, this is actually going to be in a pretty standard corner. Trying to avoid the defense matrix. Squid drops the Sun at just the right time, but self-destruct should prevent any follow-up on the back of that. Coming off this flank. Trying to combo in with Nevermind's blade. Nicely done. I love the timing of the blade there from Nevermind to combo with that angle from Nomi. Who's still alive back here? Rocket's still chasing people down back here. Mine's now on the point from Riker, and Regime gets caught in him, unfortunately. They're still about, 1.08 from the cap. I say about. They are exactly 1.08 from the cap. Riker's nanoed, Azur's nanoed going into the back line, but Riker's still holding it down. Oh, Riker runs over, Nevermind, and King comes back with an overclock. And that's just part of that polish. That is just part of, 5-6 years of competing. Where King knows, just can come in and make those plays. Just looks so fluid, so clean on that Sojourn. And not a hero we're used to seeing King on, but I mean that was clean. Get some rocket venture. Point kind of surrounded at the moment. And here comes Rocket and Riker. Both move in simultaneously. They look to hone down. Look like Regime seems to be getting the brunt of all this trouble. Rally is popped for both of our teams, and Riker just continues to be a nuisance on this point. Squid with another Captive Sun in over the top. Zer's stared at it. Zer's got it. He gobbles that one up like dessert. Squid goes in for chase, finds some revenge. Says, "Hey, you try to eat my ultimate? That was not nice of you. I will punch you out of your mech with my gun." Apparently that's what Yari does. Nevermind does have a Dragon Blade on the outside, though. Liar's cut down. Squid says, "No, I've had enough of that, too." Team mid take Matt 2. And a 2-0 lead. Let's even get my timing right here on my score change. Yeah, fast off the draw on that one. No lingering about. There we go. Stats for map 2. Yes, Vision is on the squad. Vision was playing tonight. Playing collegiate tonight. Oh, let's make sure I get that in if I heard that. All right. And that was YFP's map pick, too. Just so you know. YFP get a ban coming in. I mean, they might have legit just let Vision, go rest. Kalasea banned out here from YFP. Oh, I love this map music. It's one of my favorites.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one.
It's funny you mention it that way, Phoenix, because I traditionally think of both Rocket and King as being flex DPS players. I think Rocket had more hit skate experience back in the day, and King was more of a, like a far Genji player when I think of King from like Contenders days. We get King here on the hit scan. And I want to say Rocket was a hit scan player before becoming like just kind of known as a tracer player. I could be, that one I'm not as confident about. I'd have to go double check. As has most of this series, it's just been kind of team fights all over the place. We're actually Juno for the first time since... Did we get Juno map one? I think we got a little bit of Juno. Whoa, okay, Riker. What was that rollout, dude?
Try to catch up.
Yank! Alright, up to the high ground, because Zer knows there's not a whole lot of protection up here. Combining with Nevermind, quick little ambush. Now they do drop their Juno out of the back line. Ooh, Riker low. That block won't protect you forever, but Squid will. Beautiful shot. Dude, Squid's a Yari, man. I've been playing a lot of Yari lately, and this has just been a lot of fun to watch. I find Yari to be a very satisfying hero to play. And you can actually get kind of the best of both worlds. But pylon placement is so key. One of the things I've really been watching from Squid. I mean, outside of the outstanding accuracy and, you know, the lethality of Squid. Like, not overthinking it. Like, literally just, yeah, I'm just going to drop a pylon here. And then recalls it immediately. Captain Sun in. Okay, and the nano. Oops, knife landed. Oh, that's gonna be a carnage in your face. Yeah, I don't know that you're surviving that one, Squiddy. Oh, nobody asked the time, King. Nobody asked. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, that's trouble. That's trouble. You thought you found yourself a lone liar. Let's hit some Jutsu pop. Check out this Jutsu gladiator skin Soj. What you got for me? There's still a Doomfist behind. Alright. That was a slick little move. Ooh! Zer, I think got booped out of that one. Look like they were trying to cut back and get the supports, like maybe go cut through the hallway. End up running into the wall. That unfortunately did not get the healing they needed. I'm not sure, you know, even with if the nerf hadn't come through, that was gonna work. I think Jutsu's keyboard, bro. Come on. I told you Rocket used to do hits again. Yeah, that sounds like something I would say. That sounds like me. Sounds like me to have looked up some really important information and then forget it a week later. That sounds about right. I've had a hell of a day. I didn't sleep well. Like, I woke up in terrible pain. Like, my shoulder was killing me. Like, I'm just having an off day. I'm so sorry. But you know what? It's kind of a fun match to go with it. Ooh, squid up in the air. Nuh-uh. No. Azur cycled through a couple of tanks before finally just like, all right, fine. We're pulling out the eraser. That's it. I'm fortifying through your sleeps. I'm tired of these sleeps. Yeah, Squid and Lyre are just ridiculous. Or absolutely ridiculous. Lay off the peace vibes. Wow. Whoa, what's my man peace catching strays here? What the hell? What's my man peace catching strays? Alright. A little under 5 minutes here left in the map. I mean, this has been a map. Ooh, Lyre is literal one. Alright, there's the kill. Oh, Squid just got absolutely pinned against that wall like a butterfly. Good raid from Azura right on the back of the outburst. Catch with the energy javelin. I'm so terrible. That's so hard to do. Because you get the wind-up time of the javelin to kind of calculate in with that as well. So, very nicely done. Whoop! Riker at 1 health. Trying to get out of there. I'm amazed Jutsu didn't land that shot. Never mind, does get that pick or what else is going on? Let's back up. What's going on around the map? I do hate that they broke the colors. They fixed our health bars, but they broke the colors of this one. So all the health bars are white on that one now. No fun. I see a bunch of ultimates being invested and a bunch of YFP players lighting up the fade. That's what I'm saying. Never mind a Jutsu coming alive here. Jutsu got at least one, I think did some significant damage to a couple others. Ooh. That was a piercing shot. That hit both Lyre and Rocket. That was a high value rail shot there out of Jutsu. I mean, that means Lyre can't peek, right? Like, they can't risk the peek to try to get any more heals in. Woo! Ooh, Jutsu's having a great map. Never mind, slow. Nicely done. Look at this comeback. Okay, YFP. Okay, YFP. I see you. Respect. That's a 30-meter lead here for YFP. Wrecker said, all right, no more messing around. It's time for the Winston. Rally up. Captain Sun in from Squid as we get serious here for the final 2 minutes. Squid's able to pick up a regime. Nano boost thrown onto Riker and King melts through Azur. Never mind, does manage to dodge the nanoed Riker enough to at least get the kill, but eventually is felled. And teammate had had enough, and they finally win a fight here after a couple of botched skirmishes. I see that. We miss you. Not the rain specifically, just Overwatch League in general. Okay. YFP with an aggressive push? Yeah, they're saying forget the bot progress. They're actually saying never mind to contest the BART progress, but we're going to look at this 4v4. And I know I said BART progress. I know.
Secure
Riker's going to melt through Reserve with a little bit of help there from King, who's gone over to the Echo. Yeah, King finds Jutsu as well. So it's going to be back-to-back fight wins here out of Team Mid as they cross the midpoint of the map. Did you get the slime skin? Okay. Beam, Terror Surge combo ready to go. Mean combo right now. Ooh, Berserk takes so much damage on the approach. The Orbital Ray has to be used quite early in this fight. I think earlier than they would anticipate. I think they wanted to use it on this corner. But it's enough to escort YFP to this corner. They control Yellow Bus at least for the moment. King's starting to push back in with a Primal Rage. Pushed in, invested from Riker here. There's the Terror Surge. Squid's not getting out of that one. Good placement on it. Squid can't get back around the corner. Riker doesn't find much with the Primal Rage. Rocket's able to pick up one, but that's not going to be enough. And YFP, with 40 seconds remaining, win a very important fight here and a chance to send us to map 4. Yeah, Team Mid potentially have played with their food too much on this one particular map. Oh, good timing on that right after the jab spin fades. Oh, gets never mind with the outburst. Is able to ignite the Captive Sun with an outburst. That's always fun. Riker is nanoed. Do they have anything in the tank? There is a bubble, but they have no choice to just kind of turtle shell underneath their own Winston bubble in overtime. We're headed to map 4. Ooh! There's a last second touch from Squid. Jutsu, clean it up. Has had enough of Esperanza. Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah, just swap. This was the 4th or 5th tank. I want to say 4th tank that Azure pulled out. And then just went on a tirade. I mean, look how behind they were at this point. YFP were down so much. I was talking over that one. I did not even flip the score. I was watching that play of the game that time. All right, let's go get that point on the board for YFP. Talk about hard earned. Hey, that's what you like to see, you know? Teammate trying to play with their food a little bit, and YFP are the ones who bite back.
Initiating match.
Those were map 2 stats we were looking at there. I'm sorry. I was adjusting everything. Map 3 stats hadn't popped up yet. There's some map 3 stats. I'll give you a brief mental look at those. Those are 31 and 7. With most damage in the lobby at 10k.
Ready for battle.
Ruh-roh. All right, we get another minute to look at stats. Hey, that doesn't mean to do the half screen stuff. Don't do that. Yeah, they absolutely trolled that map away. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. I mean, it happens. You know, a lot of times these top teams, that's especially on the back of a long day, a late match, they're kind of just in here having fun with it. You know, or playing a little scrappy, a little sloppy, and kind of counting on just, you know, out dueling. But yeah, I mean, Jutsu went on a tear there. Jutsu and Nevermind both went on a tear, but yeah, I mean, Jutsu in particular, Sojourn, absolutely opened that up, and Azur did a great job. Settling on that Orisa was a huge swap, and you could see the desperation in the hog swap, like it almost went into throw mode, and then Azur locked into that Orisa, and it was like that just it clicked, like it just went into place there for Azur in that map. All right, we had a bit of a DC here, but I think we're okay. I'm ready to get into Sir Vasa here for map number 4. I don't know why I said it like that. Sir Vasa.
Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Whoa! And Jutsu stops off hot again. Oh my goodness. Jutsu's just carrying this most momentum right into this map. Sticking with this Sojourn. We did see Riker swap over to a Maga headed into map 4 here. And into kind of a Lucio Kiri Genji variation on this. So this is very much the Maga composition we saw prior to the introduction of Juno, and we went into kind of the Ram Brawl. Jutsu with opening blood once again, though. I mean, making such good use of these disruptor shots and what's the little big circle? The big orb. Why did I just suddenly forget what that's called? Ah, my Jutsu's getting kills with them. It'll come to me in a second. I guess that is the disruptor shot. Orbital Ray in. Jeez. Another good fight. Okay. The Orisa comp working out here. I mean, just kind of falling back into the comp that's been played for the past little while with, Jutsu being on the Sojourn, kind of the adaptation here. But for the most part, it's been this Orisa Brawl comp. Would I have dubbed the Goblin comp, and come in and you immediately win every fight, take first point. Riker now making a swap, no more Maga. We're going to go back into a little bit of the old, like, Junker Queen dive is what I call this one. 2 dive DPS with a Lucio Kiri. This, to me, is the ground dive. And can you see why I call it ground dive? Alright, that's going to be the Blade Out of Nevermind combined with the Terra Surge, but Riker has already found that pick. The sound barrier in from Lyre, keeping him alive through it. Now, Kingdom not able to get much more with their Dragon Blade either, with a rally up here from YFP. Overclock was invested from Jutsu for this fight. I mean, this was a big fight. 4 ults invested from YFP, and they're still backing away. The disruptor shot thrown in. And another pause comes through. Oh, no. Lyra, I don't think that's how that works. Doesn't look like the Junker Queen nerfs have done much to stop Wrecker here so far. Good swap onto the JQ. The Margaret definitely felt like just kind of testing something on the new patch. It definitely felt that way. I mean, part of the reason that didn't work was just Jutsu. Like, Jutsu was able to outrange and came up with the opening pick. So by the time that the Mango comp closed the gap, that way they were already 2 down. And then you're in a brawl cup against the Orisa comp down in players. So. I mean, I still think the Maga comp, I don't know. I don't know that it would ever work against the Orisa comp. Okay. Where were we? Unfortunately, there were no DCs there. I'm happy to report here with the advantage of time soup. Kitsune Rush available. If they're going to try to use it. Oh, the Rampage was in fact invested. Let's go check in on Wrecker. I say Wrecker was just fighting up here on the back line while we were watching Azure try to take the point. Rocket was fighting the supports of YFP. Marcus, go ahead and vast the tectonic shock down those stairs. I mean, in OT, trying to keep everybody at bay, at least make it as painful as possible to run on this point. So here comes the healing to try to help YFP out, but Azure does not get enough of it to stay alive. And the amount of damage and pressure coming out from Team Mid just overwhelming as they slaughter YFP through their own orbital ray. Staying 5 strong and flawless through that final fight, tying us up here on Surabasa. Ah! That's what I wanted. Sound barrier engage here out of Team Mid. As they run into the back. That's the rally up. Never mind. Has this barrage. But I thought they might drop it in when they were coming in over the top. Conk blast in. Squid swift step away. Here comes the chase from Rocket. They're able to find the kill onto that Pharah. Whoop. Sure. The drill dash was just a tickle on Azur's Ramatra. Kill the Junker Queen. The kill the skin looks so good. Alright, Rocket making a move in. Yeah, just trying to draw some aggro. Nobody even really looking in Rocket's direction. A couple rockets from Envy, from Nevermind come that direction, as a matter of fact. Coincidentally enough. Tectonic Shock the Rune in onto Azure. Azure's going to pop the Annihilation, go running in towards Lyre and Squid. Then just back away. End up with 4 Team Mid players on one side and 1 on the other. Backline player picked off. Kitsune Rush thrown in here on the front. Never mind playing up on top of the bell. The flip does come through at 96%, and Riker gets 3-4 with that rampage. A mighty rampage there out of Riker. Whoa, the recall just in time. Jutsu had actually landed the stick. That was an interesting interaction. I saw the vision, Nomi, but it was just a touch too late to jump over the top trying to chase down King. Whoop. Rocket passed through to say hello, and Riker's going to go over to a wrecking ball. King picks up one with the blade. Squid picks up another. But both of the above will eventually just get battered down. Oop. I wanted some Nevermind pop. Give me some Nevermind pop. The FAR has been, I mean, just a consistent force. Steady damage throughout this entire time on this objective. You can see there, even, Lyra just coming in to get a touch. You got to respect it. It's 130 per direct landing your landing on a squid in that case. Direct into direction. Come on. There's the push inside. Ooh, King makes a swap over to a FAR of their own. I was saying this is one of the heroes I think of King playing back in the day. I think of one of King's best heroes. Oh, that's Riker in a lot of trouble. A Kitsune Rush thrown in late from Squid. With Riker going down, Rocket is able to return the favor. No tanks left on this point. Kitsune into rally, and King comes up with the kill. Regime is down. Now eyes pointed at Nevermind, and both DPS. Able to put all forces towards Nevermind, and there's the first cap going towards Team Mid. Great orbital ray. The YFP kind of push in through both angles, pouring damage both from the outside and down the stairwell. Really well coordinated attack there out of YFP. And it only cost them the one ultimate. They're able to save these DPS ults, which are much better suited, I think, to kind of prevent from pushing this choke, particularly the barrage. Oh. Nevermind takes a nasty direct there early out of the gate. Rocket, ooh, it's Nevermind's barrage that actually hits the Deadeye. King drops one of their own here over the top, and Rocket now low. No amount of blocking is going to fend off that amount of damage. Whoop, good pickup from Nomi in the back of the fight, though. I'm telling you, Nevermind's got some chops, y'all. Alright. Regime over to a carry. Coming off of the brig. This is an interesting look. But Jutsu's already down in this fight. And just rocket landing a random headshot. King runs everybody back. And it looks like we're headed to the third and final point. We do get a touch here. Nevermind with the deflect that is able to initiate overtime. Created opportunity for YFP just to end the map right here and now. But Rocket and Squid go down. Rocket throwing in the Rampage. I mean, Riker throwing in the Rampage to ensure a victory on this one.
Flashpoint Palace.
Beam ready to go. Sunbear on the other side. You can take a fight. I think if you take a fight up close. Oh, I don't know. Where do you put this with Orbital Ray? Find the most effectiveness. Rocket can try to use Deadeye. Oh, I'll say just to get first cap. Actually gets a kill onto Azure, even better. So the Orbital Ray used here at a 4v5. That is prior to that kill on to Rocket. You do force the disengage, and there you go. First control of the point goes over to YFP, but they are still without a tank. Moving up to the high ground, trying to chase Nevermind away. Rockets and Kunai thrown their direction, but none is enough to take Nevermind off the battlefield, at least not yet. Still hanging out here in the subquarters area. Blade now ready to go with that dash through. Some low health bars, particularly for King. Nevermind looking to end this fight. Maybe even end the map here. 1, 2, 3 on the Liar. Squid with a late investment. Very late in this fight. In a 3v something, 3v3? Ends up working out. Riker comes up with 2 of them. Now, never mind, the last player standing as Riker tries to cap. Azure doesn't get there in time to prevent the cap. But Riker is already low on health. Rampage thrown to the back. Oh, I probably should have gone to Riker Pop as they're going to pick up a couple kills. King's going to throw out a barrage here over the top. Team Med get control. To kick this off. There's a free cap. They're just going to run in, see if they can find anybody vulnerable hiding up there. Here comes the re-engage. King on the flank. The rest of the 4 moving in through high ground. Liar and Rocket the closest to ultimates. Otherwise, try to find a pick. Early damage onto Azure. Azure is low. Green Regime is going to go ahead and throw the rally into the Azure rampages through 2. Rocket gets yanked down, is dead. King is dead. Azure with a beautiful headshot. And that Rampage will seal the deal here. And YFP will force a map 5 against Team Mid.
Play of the game.
You know, we kind of zoomed in on like the Avidity match. Both these teams had played Avidity previously, and Team Mid had dropped a map to Avidity through that. But you kind of figure like, yeah, all right, you know, they have a little bit of fun. We saw them having a little bit of fun there on Esperanza. You know, maybe a little too much fun, and it gets capitalized on, and they troll their way to a loss. But this is YFP capitalizing on some momentum. And really kind of taking it to Team Mid there in map number 4. And we've got our second map 5 of the day. All right, what stands out from stats? Look at the stats here from map number 4. What are we looking at? What stands out? I mean, it looks really, really close all the way down the board. I mean, never mind just barely able to kind of take the lead as far as damage and elims over King. But like they have the exact same number of deaths, the exact same number of assists. Jutsu. The Jutsu, I think, is a big difference maker. You know, almost exact same damage as Rocket, but 10 more elims. You know, 50% more elims off of the same amount of damage for the same player. So, yeah, we got our second 5 mapper in a row, or of the day. Now suddenly YFP are all in this lobby ready to go, and it's Team Mid who are dragging their heels a little bit. I mean, it's probably just somebody in the bathroom or something, you know, or getting water. You know, I wouldn't read too much into it, but it sounded good, right? It sounded good. All right, a Circuit Royale band out here from YFP. Team Mid did get pick here for your 5th and final map. AFK, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. That's awesome. That's huge. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that very much. And Topper Notch Gaming coming through the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for the support. Ancient Regime. Regime is out here popping. Regime is out here hoping to just keep Azure alive as long as possible. Love a good map 5. I gotta admit, I did not think this was going the distance. I mean, come on. Any of y'all after map 2 were sitting there thinking that YFP were gonna turn this around and force a map 5 like potential reverse sweep? There's no chance, right? Like, there's no chance after map 2 that anyone thought that this was gonna end up in a map 5. I mean, let's go. Haluk, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support.
Arriving at watch point Gibraltar. Initiating match.
Let's get into map 5.
Ready for battle.
No surprises here. The Tracer has been a mainstay all day. It looks like that a little bit of a buff, 1 second buff to the recall cooldown is enough. For we're seeing Tracer pretty much, well, at least a lot more than we were yesterday. How about that? Even despite, like, we've been seeing a lot of Genji on this map, I think, for a lot of the verticality, but Tracer's right back in the mix.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
At least it's a high ground teleport. You saw them, never mind if they're scouting it as well. As playing down low. So Azure out. Never mind going to go hide in the Mega Cubby. King and Jutsu exchanging shots. But Regime falls. Oh, what happened down low? Oh my goodness. Okay. It looked to just be a mosh pit inside that small hallway. YFP are very considerate that way. Maddie, you know, just so considerate to make sure everybody gets all their drops here for this mid-season drops era. Whatever I'm trying to say. Cycle. That's what I was looking for. Big purple there on Azure is just going to force them all the way back. This could just be the point. Yeah, I don't think Azure's making it back. There's the cap. King continues to pop off here. Dion Cart call coming out from YFP. See who they can take with him. Nomi actually taking King with him. Which is fairly important. You don't have to worry about Kings just automatically looking out this back door. A little bit more opportunity for YFP to try to get staged in the second point. Up to the high ground, dropped a bubble and said, nope, that's okay. Thank you. I've had enough. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Azur hit the head on the jump, and that is that. Capitalized. Rocket and Riker saw that and immediately pounced. Small mistake like that's all it takes for Team Mid to crack open this second point. Nevermind has her back to King and being faced down by Riker's Winston. The bubble was blocking heals, which is why we saw Nevermind just, well, one of the multiple reasons we saw Nevermind back out of that one. Nevermind trying to hold down the point while Riker's just Goomba stomping everybody that's left outside. Yeah, King has had enough. King said we are not getting reverse swept. You see Jutsu's looking for the shot. Just wants King. That's all that's on Jutsu's mind is where's King? Where's King? Ooh, wasn't quite charged enough. King literally gets away with one on that one. I'd say literally dodged a bullet because they actually got hit by the bullet, but the fact that it didn't kill them, most unfortunate. Bionade thrown in, and this forces the Nano Azur to disengage. Riker, on the other hand, slept through their primal. Whoop. Rally from regime. They're not going to force back inside. Uh-oh. Yeah, that pulse ended up being a little nasty. Now Rocket back here just pushing the point in. Here comes the rest. Rocket got dangerously close to backcapping. Pushing into the high ground. You can hear Rocket moving up as well. Azur's in a bit of trouble. Nevermind trying to focus on Rocket. Rocket has just got both pulse pistols pointed at the Winston. Now we'll take time to go chase down Nevermind. Saunters past the pulse bomb that whiffs by them. Emphasize are up for Jutsu, and Azur gets a nano boost, heads up to the high ground and try to finish off King. Drops down low, and a couple jabs later will put King into spawn. Still, Rocket and company are trying to put pressure down towards the back at this point. Looks like they might have been stalled out for a moment, though, with that kill on the King. Ooh, nice little clip in onto Liar. Make sure and put a stop to this once and for all. Oh, nice dive into the backline. Nevermind in Azur. I thought it was Riker who was going to make the move, but stood around too long. YFP pulled the trigger, saw the opening. We'll go on the inside. Nevermind's in trouble. Recall used. Woo! Tried to get out of there. Meanwhile, Riker's got a primal to finish off Jutsu. That'll just beat the cap right there. Dark Tanker, thank you for the follow. Quite the coincidence. We have a tanker on screen right now. Rajesh, we love Ancient Regime. Okay, let's take a look where King's setting up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Good in the payload.
Ooh. King, literal one. After that headshot lands. What's that? I mean, it's the second time we've seen Jutsu land the headshot, and it just wasn't quite charged enough to take King out of the fight. Nice bubble from Azure. Does block the whip shot. Still can't stick around too long, especially with King returning to get that kill on the Jutsu. .152 on this map. Yeah, that's a very good time pick. Oh, Jutsu with the jump shot. That was pretty. I know Azur's going to go down on the front line. You probably won't be able to get much out of this, but that was a pretty shot. Through the chaos, Jutsu was able to get Squid as well. Do I just keep it on Jutsu pop? I mean, like, is that pretty much what we got here? It's either Jutsu running from Riker or Jutsu pop it off. What an opening. I mean, just when you think, all right, well, let's... Are YFP going to roll over and play dead? Have we seen them roll over and play dead yet today? They've been in worse situations than this in this series alone. Great Bionade up to the high ground where Gene's going to go give chase. Nano Boost thrown onto Azure as well. The whip shot back. That is 3 players hit with some jump damage. Hunter would be very pleased. Decent little juggle. Heals momentarily keeping King alive, but momentarily being the key word through that. The bubble does not block the nade, and Azure's backing out. Meanwhile, Riker has been able to get a lot of work done here in front of the YFP spawn.
The payload is not moving. No one can hide my sight. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Everybody knows where everybody is for 15 seconds. Azure just eating a truckload of damage. Good sleep. Is it enough to take Riker out of the fight? Riker's what? Nomi with the shot. There we go. There's the Ana coming through with the most important pick they can possibly find. Squid's trying to hang on top of the wire. Raid boss in effect. The raid boss will win it out, but never mind. In Jutsu have managed to get some work done on the other side. Regime turns the corner with a combo of steel in the face of Liar. The bio lands, the shots land, and Nomi comes up with another important pick here in this engagement. Not a moment too soon with 35 seconds left. Regime with the block and the drop there of the pulse bomb. The old block and drop. Primal Rage trying to chase King down. At the very least, keep them out of the fight. Oh, gets that nice little extra juggle to push him into that top side. And a big Bionade from Nomi lands. And Nomi's having themselves a hell of a map here. Woo! Also, the Emerald Mythic weapon looks really good. The Emerald Mythic looks really good in the dark form, like with the green and purple. I think the gold gun looks better with the light form. High ground positioning here important. Oh, but Jutsu's going to go down. There's Riker and Rocket making it into the back line. Now they have a 2v1 contending against Nevermind if they won. But look at this push. The NATO engaged from Azure to attack in and find Squid. Rocket drops down to grab the Mega, tries to jump back in the safe embrace of Riker's Winston. Riker does have a Primal ready to go. Rocket with a Pulse. Nevermind giving chase here to Rocket off of the high ground. Rocket's going to drop in. Nope. Ooh. I was going to say no block on that one, but I guess Regime did, in fact, get the shield up. Looked like that landed on the side, but Regime quick on the trigger there. Head on a swivel. Rocker's going to go ahead and pop that Primal Rage. Regime pops the rally just to try to survive it. Big Bionade lands onto Riker, and Azure gives chase. Gets slept just as they pop Primal. And a bit of a 1v2 in the back while Rally there from Lyre to try to hold down the point. But it's immediately shut down as Nomi put in a good anti-nade to purple the Rally and get it off the battlefield. 2 points on the board. I don't think YFP is going to be able to match the time from from Team Mid. In fact, it's mathematically impossible, even if Team Mid just went and sat and spawned and didn't play. Yeah, YFP would not have the same time bank. But I do love the tenacity out of YFP. It seems like the more their backs are against the wall, the more the odds are against them, the better YFP get. Although Azure falls early here in this fight. That's King with the sights. Really going to keep Nevermind pinned. So, hey, you know what? Let's even the odds. Rocket's going to go chase down one. Both Widows staring at each other through the wall momentarily. Jutsu still has it. Oh, didn't take it. I think actually had it there. Ooh, I mean, the mind games are real between Jutsu and King in this Widow duel. Meanwhile, a purple Azure just absolutely gets destroyed. Another block there from Regime. So good at blocking these pulses. I mean, Rocket is S tier with the pulse bomb, right? And Regime is time and time again turning away these pulses with the shield. And it's not because of lack of accuracy on Rocket's part. That's for damn sure. But still a meager 37 seconds to try to get this done. It's up to this nano boost to find something from Azure. You've got to get a kill with this. Riker is nanoed back the other direction. Rally up from Regime to try to protect the backline of YFP. Riker's going to pop that Primal Rage to chase down the Widowmaker. And Jutsu does not have their grapple, apparently. Meanwhile, we had a similar story here from YFP, but unfortunately it doesn't have the same results. King coming up with a pair of kills in the back of the fight. Already with another Infra Sight with Jutsu still at 37. And that is going to do it for this map 5. God, YFP made a hell of a series out of it. The Team Mid will, in fact, take it in the end. Dude, no, Regime, yeah. Let's get Regime play the game. I love that. Both Regime and Nomi had just a spectacular map 5. For real. I mean, for real. Nomi and Regime both had just spectacular map 5s. Incredible stuff. God, that was so close. I was pulling for him. I at least wanted to see some extras, just because it felt like such a cool underdog comeback. I would love to have seen YFP at least force an extra, an extra set of rounds there. But it was not meant to be, apparently. Stats there for map 5. Oof. Overwhelmingly in favor of Team Mid on that one. Rocket and Riker combining for 7 deaths, which was the lowest number of deaths there from YFP on any individual being Regime in that one. With those spectacular blocks. I mean, how many great pulse bomb blocks did we see? Holy cow. The Regime got the trading in today. Oh, spectacular match. Really nicely done. It's so fun to watch. So fun to watch. Always a joy to get Team Mid on here. I mean, it's just top tier. Just the level of polish in their play, in their execution. You know, sometimes their gameplay I might lack some polish, but the mechanics and the way that when they get scrappy, and then, you know, once they turn it on, and you're like, okay, now it's time to turn on the polish, and we're gonna run through Watchpoint Gibraltar with, you know, a 2-minute time bank. Always fun, but I mean, YFP, you know, and Swaggy Alex. I mean, I rest my case, man. I rest my case on YFP are a good team. Like, they just need a little time to develop, just a little time to find that sheen, and I think they will shine just as bright. But I mean, spectacular team. Jutsu and Nevermind, obviously, like, we're coming out of the gate recognizing that these are great DPS players and wondering, do they deserve to have better teammates around them? I think as this match went on, everybody from YFP really stepped up in their own way. Azure had a spectacular showing on that Orisa in both map 3 and 4 to send us to this map 5 at all. And then, I mean, Regime and Nomi just putting on a show there for us in map 5. Unfortunately, didn't quite all come together at the same time for YFP in that 5th and final map. Congrats to Team Mid. They maintain their 1-loss status, moving up to 10-1 here on the season. So we get a refresh on our standings here before we close it out. Further separating themselves. Ooh, did Avidity lose tonight? Weren't Avidity 8-2? No, they 3-0'd Absolution tonight. Okay. Never mind. They must have been 7-3. For some reason, I was thinking Avidity was 8-2 coming into tonight. I was about to be surprised if they had lost. But no, okay. Never mind. All right. Things are as expected. YFP taking that loss, we pushed down to 6-5, getting dangerously close down into the, you know, the 6th seed, and only top 8 will make it into playoffs. You got to even make it into playoffs to try to solidify your spot here in Master for Season 4. So, you know, a bit of a tough road for YFP ahead of them. And we'll see, you know, we'll see if they're able to pull it out. Let's go. They're going to have... ours is last match. With next week not being calculated, this might just be the last match here for Master. Because there's nothing on Thursday. It's one of the reasons I don't have a match Thursday night. There's nothing on Thursday. This may just be the absolute final match. Which, if that's the case... Sorry, I have too many tabs open. If this is, and maybe somebody in chat can confirm this, but if this is actually the final match for Master Division, God, I'm really getting irritated at this side half screen crap. Just stop doing that. All I'm trying to do is move the bar up because my mouse is screwing up and my scroll wheel doesn't work. So I try to go move the sidebar to move this, and it ends up just screwing up the whole page. Anyway. Old man yells at clouds. If this is the final match of the season, you know, we're looking at 11 matches each. This could be pretty solidified. So maybe UCI it depends on if UCI wins that match. UCI plays Fluffy because Nightmare plays Tanuki. So I mean, most likely Nightmare moving, you know, staying in their 11-0 flawless record. UCI playing Fluffy Dreamland could be very interesting. I would give Fluffy Dreamland the edge on that, but UCI have been pretty strong. You know, could see Romani and them kind of, you know, push up and pull that one out. When is that match? Let's take a look. When's that match? Oh, hey, that match is Thursday. This is new. There was not a match Thursday when I set the schedule. We might have to get that one. We'll see. We'll see. I've got so much going on. All right, but that's gonna do it for now. I've taken up enough of your time. That's enough. That's enough of taking up your time. Tomorrow night we were gonna have. I have too many tabs open. Tomorrow night we have got Hive Mind Kittens taking on First Flame Heatwave and NA Expert. That'll be your NA match for tomorrow. And then earlier in the day, we're going to have Deja Vu taking on Pytel for EMEA Expert. So our first look at Pytel. I mean, two teams that are, fighting them to keep their playoff hopes alive as we get in towards the end of this Season 3 regular season play. So anyway, all right, that is all I've got for you, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate all the support. AFK coming through with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. And no, thank you. Yeah, that's all I got. I can't think of anything else. Y'all be kind to each other. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye, y'all.